Okay, hello monkeys, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be talking about artificial intelligence taking over the world. This topic has been going on for a very long time, but it recently caught my attention because many people have been talking about it. So one of them was a man, I don't remember his name, but he was basically, there was an art contest where he basically won, and the art was actually made by artificial intelligence. So this guy wanted to copyright the art, and I don't know who, but they denied his request, and he's very upset about that. So that's one topic. The other one is that there was this one Disney firm that laid off a bunch of employees, and there's speculations that it might be because artificial intelligence is basically replacing them. So yeah, my point is, how far are we willing to let artificial intelligence be involved into our daily lives? So first, I wanted to say two things. One of the conspiracies is we might end up like the movie WALL-E, right? So, as if you guys don't know, one of the topics is that WALL-E, we are so dependent on robots and artificial intelligence that we were basically couch potatoes, you know? So we're basically just being entertained. We don't have to worry about anything. Just like we eat, we're constantly being entertained, and we don't even have to like get off our seats at all, you know, because everything's just being taken care of our day-to-day lives. So that's one thing. And the other thing is that if people were saying like, oh, if we let artificial intelligence be, I guess, self-conscious. My cousin was actually saying this because of iRobot. If it ever reaches self-conscious, we're never gonna find out because it's gonna reach to a point where it's gonna know that it shouldn't let us know that it has self-conscious, because it's gonna know that if we know, we're gonna shut it down and we're gonna restart the system and we're gonna recreate it to a point where it's dependent. It's not self-dependent. So yeah. I know it sounds like something made out of a movie, but it could be really become a reality if you actually think about it. So yeah. Um, so what's the whole point? What's so bad about us being dependent on artificial intelligence? So if you guys don't know, I feel like one of the things that makes us humans and like look into a future like motivation is basically that motivation. You know, it gives us like having purpose in life is something that gives us motivation to live in the future. You know, being a couch potato is like, are you really living? Like I feel like if you guys don't know, like in 2020 during the pandemic, I feel like that's one of the years that felt for many people felt like it just like skipped completely. Like it's like a complete blank piece of paper because it just went through so fast and like nothing really happened. I feel like that could be our like everyone's whole life if you actually think about it. Think about this: you're constantly being entertained. You're just eating, sleeping, showering, and repeat. You know, rinse and repeat. There's no motivation. You don't have to worry. Like, it's frustrating, right? Because like many people struggle to like buy that house, buy that car, travel, and do stuff like that. But that's what makes us human. The process of struggling and just like working harder to reach our goals is what motivates a lot of us, you know? So take that away and you're gonna get the pandemic again, all over again. It's just like whoa, this year, like what happened to this year? What happened to this 10th decade, you know? What happened to my life? Everything just went by so fast and I didn't do shit, you know? It sucks because it could really be a future, and we shouldn't let that happen. Obviously we shouldn't let that happen. But everything's moving so fast that it might be inevitable, you know? So I don't know, it's very, very scary to think about. Um Now, how fast do we reach that? It's another question, you know. The last 2 years, I remember, I mean, the last 5 years, artificial, like just AI or anything was like very bad. You could tell something was made by artificial intelligence like really quickly, and now it's becoming more difficult to tell the difference apart. You know, when it comes to music, when it comes to art, when it comes to scripts and stuff like that, you could tell kind of with scripts a little bit when it's made by artificial intelligence, but still, it's improving so fast, so quickly that it's the near future. It could be the new. I was thinking like, hey, you know what? It sucks to for our kids and grandkids that we couldn't do anything about it, but it's gonna be them suffering. But it might very be us. It might very be be us, the ones who have to suffer the consequences as well. And yeah, it's just sad, you know. Um, I don't know. It's try to find a solution. You know, what do? You shut it down. Someone else is gonna make it. It doesn't matter. It's something that's gonna happen regardless. Many companies like I wanted to bring a topic right now. McDonald's recently, my nearest McDonald's. I went there one time and I was ordering a mobile order. And the thing is, like, there's still people in the cash register, so I'm not really taking people's jobs away. They're still there. You can still communicate with them. There's like three cash registers, right? There's two in the front, and then one for people in wheelchairs, I think. So that, like, I'm not taking anyone's jobs away, but there was this one car that takes your meal to your table if you're ordering for dining, right? And I thought it was like very strange, and I was like, is that thing taking someone's job away? But now I remember, like, back in the day, the people who was in the cash register would take your meal to your table if you decided to do that, and that's it. They'll go back. But the thing is, like, that thing is not taking anyone's jobs away because the cash registers are still there, you know? It's just making their job easier. So I thought, hey, like, hey, you know, that type of technology is actually, like, very worth it. Like, if you have a server that takes your meal and stuff like that, and you have a robot that takes your meals to your table, you can still talk to them like, hey, you know what, my food, like, it came out wrong or still cold or something like that. Like, they're still gonna be there, you know? It's just making it more convenient for the, I guess maybe for the restaurant, like, hey, you know what, maybe the server's occupied so the machine can take the food to your table. Now there is some restaurants that do have food runners. In my restaurant, it doesn't have that, so it could potentially take away those type of jobs. So yeah, there is some, like, some conversations where we need to decide, like, if it's either taking someone's job away or if it's making it easier for the company and for the workers to for everything to manage and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know. It's a complicated conversation. Very controversial because it's the same thing. Like, companies, like, they always want to make more money, but how much money is, but you know what I mean? Like, the moment you start making more money is because you're either doing something, you're always taking advantage of something, you know. You're either lowering the quality of the product, you're either making it more expensive, you're laying off workers, or you're replacing it with artificial intelligence. So either way, when a company makes more money, is because you're taking advantage of the people below you, the people who are helping you make your company what it is, you know. So yeah, I don't know, very complicated situation. So please make sure to comment down below what you think, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, see ya.